thumbnail, because otherwise I just get screwed on whatever the thumbnail is. What is up, Myth? Hello, keyboard and mouse. How's everybody doing today? AI apocalypse incoming? Oh yeah, it's already here. The YouTube Shorts starting next year is, I think, going to be the AI apocalypse with the new monetization change. Aegis Athene, thank you for the 10-bit cheer. Howdy, bossy. Think about hitting MC Tokyo. So if I can tell you guys one thing, Z and I will be at the overseas convention. It is going to be very financially difficult, but those are conventions where it's like hell or high water. I'm going to try to get like a deal to work the conventions, but even if I can't work, like we already love Amsterdam, and Tokyo is going to be so cool that we really don't want to miss that either. So I will bust my ass, and we will find a way to get to those. Everything else on the chopping block, because like every other convention for the year is like gonna be down to like sub goals to do an IRL stream there, whether or not I can get a contract with a vendor, whether or not I'm like a paid guest or something. Everything domestic is going to be on the chopping block, because we're going to take like all of our like discretionary budget. I think we're going to ATL this year. I'm talking about 2027. This year, if you'll be in ATL, I'm relatively confident we're going to be there. Yeah, slay indeed. What is this stream title? So JDG, Quiche, quirky plus niche, Peanamis, peak plus cinema plus analysis. That is going to be the service I'm providing for viewer decks today. What is your opinion on Wizard Staff? I've started to add it to a few of my decks. It is Roaming Throne, but I won't say better. You almost caught me clickbaiting. I won't say better. It's Roaming Throne, but a little different. I think for some decks it's going to be better. For some decks it will just be Roaming Throne. But like, the thing is, because commander decks are so like, so many commander decks are, my commander is a value engine via a triggered ability. Like, people could just play Roaming Throne just to name their commander's creature type and have no other crossover, and it would still be a good card. And this is that again, but it's not a creature, so it won't die to creature wipes. Game Goose, thank you for the 3 streams in a row. You stopped me from buying someone's foil special printing Katara on stream for 2K at some point. I appreciate you, but that other viewer might have words, but you still have your $2,000, so respect. Thoughts on the standard bans? Probably not enough, but all 3 of those did deserve it. Pagan Jake, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the Doghouse. We're going to run the manual ad break. Little Mix Doom, thank you for the 7 streams in a row. Welcome back to the Dog Park. Hello, Pena. How you doing? Question from More Clean. Hey, Mr. Streamer. I've noticed your way of speaking in your shorts has changed. I don't really keep up much with the update videos you post anymore due to time, but is this intentional? Yes. I don't think it's people copying me exactly, but I think the general flavor of Magic the Gathering content has gotten more of it's overacted. It is really playing up how powerful, it is exaggerating really hard how powerful an interaction is. And that's what my content has done for a really long time. But I did that at the beginning because it was the opposite of what other people were doing. And so now that the standard for a lot of short form Magic content is for people to be like, oh my God, that does what? It is no longer comedically satisfying for me to do as much, oh my God, that does what? So I'm playing around with different cadences to help me do different joke deliveries so that it can be funny for me to do them as well. Terrence, thank you for the 25 streams in a row. Welcome back to the Dog Park. DMC, fuck yeah, congrats on that. Oh yeah, we'll use them. Any deck. All right. Dead ass. Any deck that has blue, play this card. That's it. Are you in blue? Do you have triggered abilities? Play this card. That's the take on the deck. I was thinking about it earlier and toying with the thought that a surefire sign of wizards telling you your creature type ain't shit is by giving them a trigger doubler. What do you think about that? Am I crazy? Mostly thinking of Ally Doubler Katara and Wolf Doubler in The Hobbit. I don't think it's a sign that wizards think your creature type isn't shit. I think it's a sign that they don't have a lot of time to design cards for the new sets. I think they, on some level, the Taco Bell design they do is like, fuck, did these guys have a doubler yet? No, give them a doubler. Like, we've got token doublers, we've got draw doublers, we've got death trigger doublers. Like, whenever they're like, oh shit, we need like a really good rare. They just pick an archetype and they're like, double that shit! Fallen Isel, thank you for the tier 1 sub for the 13th month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. What's a card you want to build but never find an angle to make it fun for you? That's tough because it is so many. Like, I spend a lot of time working on decks for other people. I spend a lot of time kicking around deck ideas for myself, and many of my decks never make it past a first draft. The most recent one that I left behind, wrong Spider-Man, Astonishing? Yeah. The most recent one was this one, which was very, very good. Like, the deck worked really well, but it just wasn't interesting to me. Oh, yeah. Okay, everybody stop lying. Oh my god, we can't see the card. Yes, you can. It's right here. It's right here. Media literacy is fucking dead, man. I swear to God. You guys are on the TikTok too much. Using too much of that. Using too much of that scrolly. Really gotta wake up, sheeple. Yeah, Lila agreed. The doublers are not only very fun for commander players, it's really unlikely that a trigger doubler is ever going to break anything in a 60 card format because it's just 2 win more for any 1v1 format. They can just kind of go like, all right, as long as it takes more than like four or more mana to do, who cares? Double everything you want. ASP Serpent, the next custom card stream is tomorrow. It'll be with 3-3 Elk. My media literacy can't be dead. I like the Odyssey. Well, according to that, the female historian who did the most recent translation that the director based a lot of his takes off of, liking the Odyssey does mean your media literacy is dead. Kilroy, thank you for the 25 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. Big Dog, how would you consider the difference in competence of Kellen the Kid and Flip Gwen Stacy as an Exile cast commander? Okay, I know Kellen the Kid already. So Kellen the Kid seems like you're trying to get a lot of medium good stuff over multiple turns. Ghost Spider seems like you should be going for live fast, die young type of strategy. I think you can fall back. I think you can fall back to a slower strategy, but a lot of Red's Exile draw is normally more weighted towards I'm doing a lot of stuff on one turn. And then the fact that the payoff is you get a counter on your commander, that also seems more weighted to, I'm going to take a big card and I'm going to kill you with commander damage. Bless you, baby. Versus Kellen the Kid is you're going to get a ton of free stuff, which means that over 3 to 4 turns, you are just going to have a lot of mana and cards and potentially removal. King's Day, I can agree with that. I like blue. I like blue a lot, so I'm happy to shit on Naya too. Mufasa, thank you for the follow. And Hitek, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Welcome to the dog pile. That's on Grandmother Gobi. Who the fuck? Oh, yeah. This one, I think this will go in the mystery booster long form video that I'm doing. A little tight. A little tight. Hey, Compaction Baggage, thank you very much. We are in the Vamp section of my live streams. We're going to be looking at viewer submitted decks. Little Mixed Doom, you can go first. How long do you have until the cat vet checkup? It's so much worse than Namor, my god. Yes, but I do think it's a little hot. Because it will make you way more tokens, and there are some ways you can get around this that I then think are very, very satisfying. So Hades, the decks that are getting done today are going to be ones that were pre-purchased on Ko-Fi. We normally do a free roast raffle, but the last roast raffler, we deferred their roast to today. So there will be no raffle today. 45 minutes, dog. Okay. Yo, boss, hate to be a bother, but since you mentioned the custom stream, can we get the commissions for tomorrow's stream set live soon? All right, I'm going to set them live, and then I think we're going to jump right into it with Little Mixed Doom's deck, because we don't have a lot of time for them. Okay, let me go to Ko-Fi. Let me find commissions. 8.5, what's it gonna be? 8.13. 8.13? What? Oh, okay. I think it wasn't 8.5 last time we did it then. Okay, 8.13. Elk. We'll do 10. Save and publish. We'll find the pack of 5, which I can find because I am not an idiot. 813 pack of 5, adjust the guest to elk, adjust the quantity to 2, save and publish. Okay, Ko-Fi redeems for the custom card review stream tomorrow are set live. There will be more set live during tomorrow's stream, and all the free ones will be set live during tomorrow's stream as well. Peach Tea Dragon, thank you for the 18 months at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. I've almost made affiliate already thanks to the folks in my Discord and a raid from the artist who did my VTuber. Hell yeah. Which feels unremarkable by comparison, but also like most people are streaming to maybe 4 friends. It's a yes and situation. I would say like the comparison can be the thief of joy if you let it. And both things can be true, that compared to like the people on Twitch who have made it mega big, making affiliate is nothing, and enjoy the way up. We have no idea how far you're going to go. Like, these could be like the good old days when you reminisce about how small and tight-knit your community was before you blow up mega viral. And like a thing I think about a lot is when I was rowing in college, there was a guy who his junior year, he had like this incredible run where he went from the 4th varsity to the 2nd varsity, which at my college was a very big deal because we were a very good rowing school. And then in his senior year, he was like trying to climb up through the 2nd varsity. And there were even like a couple practices where he was in the 1st varsity boat. And people were asking him like, oh, doesn't it feel so much better this year now that you don't have to like be in all the shitty boats? And he was like, there's parts of it that are better, but like it was so fun to just crush on the way up. It was so fun to be on that generational like upswing for me. And even though my absolute results in the context of like trying to win a national championship or trying to qualify for like the Olympics or Worlds were not that impressive, to me, it was the coolest thing ever because there was so much momentum every single day. Like every single day, a new cool thing was happening. And I think that holds really true for making videos on the internet as well. Like, there's always going to be a fucking Mr. Beast. There's always going to be a Ludwig. There's always going to be a Tyler One. There's always going to be somebody who's like, oh yeah, I make, 10,000 times the amount of money or 10,000 times the amount of views that you do. And so it can mean like, don't be full of yourself, but 100% enjoy the way up. Enjoy the way, it's a good fucking time. Will there be deck review slots available today? No. And then Leonardo says, Mauled, I have a challenge. I play you and 2 others in a game of Commander. If you die before I do, you roast my deck. If I die before you, I'll pay the $100 for a deck review. And what if I just wait and you pay the $100 anyway, Leo? What if I don't want to play against Spin the Fangbearer? What if because I had somebody like, respect to you, because I'm not going to assume you would do this. I had somebody play in a content creator game with me one time where they were like, I think this was right before the bracket system was a thing, where they were like, oh yeah, my deck's pretty like casual. It's like a Sir Gwyn deck. And they had packed it full, and they told me this after they had killed me, but they killed me on turn 5 with commander damage. And they had packed it full of like all the rituals and free equips to be able to get like an alpha strike on turn 5. And then they were like, yeah, my thing is I try to kill content creators as quickly as possible. And then I asked them to sign the equipment that I killed them with. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. I played along because I'm not going to be a dick to the guy. But I was like, that's a crazy bit, man. That's crazy. And so now I just don't trust. When somebody's like, let's have a challenge where we see who dies first. I'm like, oh, okay. Go ahead and do your bit. Go ahead and do your bit. But we're not, like, it's not a... I will never engage in the, like, yeah, let's play an actual game of Commander. Like, we're doing WWE. Flames, that happens on Ko-Fi.com. Alternative, they have to beat you with the deck they want roasted. I mean, Mojo, that's what they just offered and what I said no to. Okay. We are going to go grab Little Mix Doom's deck. And then we will do more vamping after this. This is a silly, spooky deck. We are locked to bracket 3 due to the desired endpoint of the deck, and they would like all improvements we can think of. Okay, I'm gonna need you to chuck this shit straight in the garbage. That's gonna be improvement number 1. You're probably gonna need to replace the sleeves. Let's see, tokens, card draw, and stacks. Yeah, excellent. Okay. You said you're heading to a vet appointment. They should have a like medical disposal bin. You're just gonna want to dump the whole deck into that shit, brother. Holy fuck. Okay, strong opener. Let's see what we got. Make a Pharaoh's Band token. Make it into a creature, opulate it into oblivion, and then beat people to death as best we can, possibly with the bands, but most likely with the bird app. So why the fuck are we like, we can just clone artifacts. Why are we animating it to clone it? For a pun. That's my fault. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull up the slideshow already. Yeah, it's for a pun. That shit's peak. That shit's peak. That's my fault. That's amazing. Let's see if it works at all, though. We have 3 basics, but somehow you fixed your colors, hand 1. We have a fog effect. We have... Okay, oh no, this animates. Okay, so we have an animate effect, we have a clone effect, we have a fog effect, and we have ramp. That's pretty good. We pass turn 1, because we're real and based. We ramp turn 2. I almost want to fucking cycle this land, just because we have so many lands in our hand and so much nothing to do. I am going to do that. I'm going to play a land on someone else's end step. I'm going to cycle this. We're fucking terrified of combat damage, aren't we? I think I play this apt. And I play Spore Frog. Okay. So on my next turn, that is a very good Discord moderator. I will give you that one. So now on turn 5, I can get Feroz out. Do I want to put a permanent out, or do I want to make 1/1s? I think I want to put a permanent out, because I have a Discord moderator. Holy fuck! I drew the Pierce Guardianship. What is with the 15 fogs? I mean, we have a planeswalker that's central to our deck, so we're either going to be fogging people or board wiping them. So I'm down. This is the one time I'm down with fogs, because the alternative is we just wipe the server every 10 minutes like we do Rust. Okay. Oh wait, but I need to be upticking this because I have to get to making a Feroz's ban token. Fuck me. So I uptick this to 7. I do think I wanted to put Baird down though. I uptick this to 7. Fuck it, man. Extravagant replication. Fuck it, man. Let them know. I definitely have to use Spore Frog on one of these combats. And then this is all very unlikely given how much hate. Because, like, I saw somebody playing a deck very similar to this. It was not Faraz because he was not out yet, but it was a Bant deck that was like, I'm going to... Could have done the mod turn 3 after the ramp? What do you mean mod? Oh, Baird. Oh. I think it would have needed us to... Yeah, we could... Okay, whatever. That doesn't matter. You're banned. You're banned for saying unimportant things and distracting me. But I've played against the deck that did something very similar to this, and they got their ass beaten very hard. With not Baird, I think they had Propaganda instead of Baird, and all of us were collectively like, I am paying every necessary dollar to crack your fucking skull. I think it was like a Tameo, it was like a Bant Tameo they were working with, and we just like, it was Discord metal pipe noises all the way down, so I do worry a little bit about what we do there. But if we get to this position, and we make a Feroz's ban. Whatever, this is gonna be a copy. We make a Feroz's ban. We can now play this to populate it. Go to our next turn. We get a second Feroz's ban. Oh, we couldn't though, because then our things would, because then Karn would cost 2 more. Fuck, I shit myself. But we do get to make a couple Feroz's bans here, and we could like bring back Spore Frog. Oh yeah. We play Karn first, sure. Okay. I think my worry here, or the first thing I see in this playtest that worries me, is that it would definitely be better to clone Baird than it would be to clone Feroz's ban IMO. We do not have very much of a board presence. We desperately need blockers if we want to keep getting value out of our commander. And I know the bit of the deck is not to keep getting value out of the commander. It always worries me whenever you're like, oh, my bit requires me to play wrong. I mean, I guess there's an argument that, like, getting a second Pharos' ban is effectively soft locks the table. Like, nobody's casting any important creatures from here on. But it took us a while to get there. Oh, you're the devil. Okay. 2 planes. Deification. Okay, yeah, this works. We don't have green in this hand, though, so we get rid of this one. We have Sakura Tribe Elder. I don't really like this hand either. Like, we can get Eladamri's. Like, we have a handful of tutors. It feels quite slow otherwise, but Hedge Maze, we need you, buddy. Ramp. Fucking Cultivate. Nobody worry about us. Nobody worry about us for a moment. Pretend these are searchable with Cultivate, everybody. Wrist it! You don't need it, brother. You don't need it. You have to cut this. You don't get to do... You do not get to do, ha ha ha, look at me, I'm doing the funny Discord deck, and then also immediately Moonblessed Cleric for Ristic Study. You fuck ass. You fuck ass. It's on theme. It's only on theme because the general theme of, like, Discord moderation is being annoying. And I think as soon as you allow yourself to classify cards in your deck under the theme of, like, but it's annoying, I think you failed. The theme is we're running a Discord. Like, that is the theme. We are running the Discord. We are hitting people with a literal ban hammer because Pharos' ban is going to become a creature and beat you to death. That is a clear theme. That is a consistent theme. We can build the deck around it, but just being like, what do Discord moderators do? They annoy the fuck out of you. It's fucking Discord Nitro. That's weak to me. So we're gonna exile cycle that. All right, turn 4, what do? We play a land. We... Sakura Tribe Elder, Moonblessed Cleric. I'm gonna get Deification. We draw Deification. Pharos will growth as Warden. I get to make 2 1/1s. I don't know how confident I would be. I think I would be very not confident in untapping with 7 counters on this guy. I don't think he would be dead, because we do have 4 blockers. But I feel like turn 5, most people have a creature. None of our creatures block well. All of these blockers are getting used up. Moonblessed Cleric is for March of the Machines. So I know you think that. Sure. I know you think that. What you think the tutors are for is no longer true when they are in my grubby little hands. All right, buddy? This tutor is for Deification as you get your ass beat. So we're going to lose all our blockers. I don't know what Pharos is at, but they're probably at like 6 or 5. Hot diggity shit in my ass. Oh, I hate this. I really like the idea of beating people to death with the banhammer. I recently looked at a Sin deck that had to do the similar thing. I think Ristic Study is the wrong direction to go. I have seen many of these Bant decks fail. I think going, well, I'm just going to keep accruing cards and, like, my accrual of value is going to be how I, like, slow the game enough to manage things. I think you have to lean, if you're going to do this, fully into I am the evil Discord dipshit, and you have to wipe the server. Like, that's it. I think you have to wipe the server. That is a genuine Discord bit that will actually effectuate what you want to do in the deck. It will make all of your terrible ramp make more sense. Because if we just want to ramp fast, you should be playing like every copy of Llanowar Elves. But the reasonable argument to not ramp quickly is, oh, they're very vulnerable to board wipes. So if you want to play all this shit like open the way, ramp it! Okay, part of a healthy breakfast. Part of a healthy breakfast. That wipes the bans. Hey, do you know that when a board wipe's not good for you, you don't have to play it anymore? Or like, you could even... Because what are the... Can we destroy non-artifact creatures? You could... Oh, they're token creatures. So there's still... You can't do everything comes to dust. What is it? Hour of Reckoning? Here. They're all token creatures. Yeah, just say a ban wave is incoming. There are a million board wipes you can do. There's a million board wipes you can do in Bant that will just not fuck up artifacts. Just say like we're doing a bot wipe. I'm wiping all the bots. So that does mean for your ramp, I would lean away from creatures. Rate my tag game 1 to 10. Okay. Banimation, 10 out of 10. Sorry. Rate my tag game 1 through 10. Okay, Faraz, the Discord admin, we are killing people with the ban hammer. Banimation, 10 out of 10. Deleting a server comment, 10 out of 10. Drawing anime girls parentheses. 5 out of 10. I don't think the names and arts fit as well. Instaban, 1 out of 10. Nuking the server, 0 out of 10. Populating the server with bots, 10 out of 10. Ramping up the amount of bans, 5 out of 10, little bit forced. Recurring problems with the Discord staff. I know what you're referencing there, so 11 out of 10. Searching for an e-kitten, 20 out of 10. Server kick, 10 out of 10. Switching to an alt for all of the things that prevent damage, also 10 out of 10. The world outside the basement, 7 out of 10. Pretty good. Switch to an alt's crazy. Yeah, so I think what I would do, make all your ramp non-creature, and then your ramp can be a little bit slower. So you can try, you're going to try to ladder like Farseek, Rampant Growth, whatever. Or you can still run Sakura Tribe Elder because you can sacrifice this before you're going to do the board wipe. But you would run a lot of like stuff that doesn't get board wiped. And then you're going to run things like Sky Shroud Claim. And then, unfortunately, you need to run things... You don't have to run Wrath of God, but you should run like Vanquish the Hordes. Dog. Okay, that's a card. That's a card. Vanquish the Horde, Organic Extinction. You could even do Winnowing. You do Winnowing for creature type based wipes. That I don't know if that would do enough. You may have to but you have to be the devil. You have to be actual aggressive server admin. You do have to wipe all the bot waves. Because I think if you don't board wipe and you just try to draw cards, I think you're just going to get chipped out. You're just going to get too chipped out too quickly, and you're never going to be able to do the funny thing. And you are slowly but surely just going to put more and more like counter spells in the deck, and it's just going to make everybody sad. Versus if you do the board wipe strategy, you can present the deck as like, hey, I'm going to be the devil after like 4 or 5 turns. You have 4 to 5 turns to try to get me. We have 3 counters in a deck that dies when someone says Vandal Blast. That's fine, we rebuild. Okay. Listen, like, hey, removal spells do exist. We have enchantments and creatures that will rebuild our board state, and they will not be hit by Vandal Blast. Who gives a fuck? That's the whole point of Bant. Is like Bant gets to board wipe, and Bant doesn't care. Not only because they have counterspells, not only because their board can be indestructible, Bant doesn't care because they just replay everything. Oh my god, you board wipe by 15 tokens? Have you seen my card that makes 16 tokens? Have you seen my nest? I made a bird farm. I'm like Mike Tyson. If he was really into Factorio, I can make 14 more tokens a turn. Like, that's what Bant does. Who cares? Oh, they're gonna Vandal Blast me. Who cares? Who cares? Replay it. I think, unfortunately, we don't want... This is one of the few decks that does not want the Eagles Are Coming, because a lot of the important creatures... But then we need to build Faraz back up in loyalty. So do it. Who cares? Do it. Who cares? Like, if you play Faraz and then get to untap him, you can kill him to make your token again, or it's a 2-turn clock to make the token again and still have your Faraz, which is pretty good. That's just not really a hard sell to me. Especially in a deck that is ideally gonna have like 10 or more board wipes. Yeah, he's +2. If he was +1, different shit, way harder. But +2, you're going to 7 on the turn you play him. Should their name is Death be in this deck? Dragging, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my house right now. Chat, clown him. Clown Dragging right now. Absolutely embarrassing. Rhombus is a new insult. Rule 0 it surely. Yeah, walk up with like, hey guys, this is my Bant control deck. I just wanted to ask, I think it's got a really funny Discord joke going on. Is it okay if I play this off-color one-sided board wipe? What's up, fellow kids? Is it alright if I play In Garuk's Wake in my mono green ramp deck? I think it would be very silly. This is what the hybrid mana people were talking about. This cannot be what the hybrid mana people were talking about. Soul Scour is crazy because you will blow up all your own lands. And that will probably... Then you are in bracket 4. Then you are in bracket 4 and we've got a little bit of a problem. Rylan, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. So yeah, I genuine 10 out of 10 on this bit. I hate control decks in Commander oftentimes because I find them unnecessary. I can never find like a compelling reason to want to be the control player at anything but like a bracket 4 or above game. I think this is a beautiful reason to play control in bracket 3. I think the endpoint is as funny as it is annoying. I do think, unfortunately, you have to be that guy who has 10 board wipes taped to his ass. You don't get to be the silly Bant guy. You have to be the devil from the Bant Bowl. Moonlit Meditation and Mirror Form can go in here, yeah? I think Moonlit Meditation can. I mean, would you even? We don't really make other tokens, though. Like, you don't... I don't think it does. It doesn't do anything more than what we're doing, because we're not making a lot of... We're not making a lot of... Oh, the birds. Sure. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. So Moonlit Meditation, yes. I would say... Mirror Form, no. Question. Wouldn't it feel like a bit of a do-nothing if someone managed to slip under all this anyway once you started to assemble your Rube Goldberg? Well, I think that's the joy of Commander, is having your villainous plot undone. Like, people get you. You build your deck to do a strategy, and sometimes other people's strategies are not better than yours, but are catered towards beating your strategy. Loyal Butt Toucher, thank you so much for the follow and letting me see that Twitch name. Welcome to the doghouse. I think for the common good could be pretty solid, yeah. This is a good way to leverage, like, okay, I've got one, because we do have a pseudo problem in that, like, populating is really slow. We have a lot of ways to, like, or not a lot of ways. We have a couple ways to populate once a turn. Mass Bounce is way better in this deck than it is in every other deck in the entire game. Now that you can actually, like, stop people from just mass replaying and everything, I like Mass Bounce in this deck way more than I like it in other decks. You do need a shitload of board wipes, though. Avatar's Wrath, quite funny. Well, okay, actually, no. Problem with Avatar's Wrath. If we ever have a lot of ban tokens, we are going to fizzle all of our other ones, because they're going to go to exile, and we can't replay them because they're tokens, so they're just going to stop existing. Bright Light Owl, thank you for the Prime sub for the 4th month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. Yeah, turn Rhystic Study into Psych Rift. Don't play Upheaval, dog. That fucks us. What? Evacuation fucks us, dog. We're animating these tokens. We are going to have a ton of artifact creatures. Yeah, desynchronization we can do. We do desynchronization. We can do perplexing test. Like, you do everything that is going to one-sided hit things that are not tokens or hit things that are not artifacts, and then this works super, super well. And I think it's pretty funny. So very good job. We're gonna go to the manual ad break, and then probably gonna be a little bit more vamping, and then it's time for Dragig and their inability to read. Lord Xavier, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the Commander Roast. What did I do this time? You suggested a black card. This is crazy, bro. Why are these doing so bad? I think I'm now... You know what? Hold on. I think I'm now suffering from success on the Commander roasts. The Commander roasts are all doing bad, but the Twitch clips are surging. I'm not being targeted by the algorithm. I think my like my overall views are still up. It is just that it has taken a long time to get the Twitch clips to do well, period. But like the new Commander roast that's out is like a 7 out of 10. Rubes, I don't think Fiery Emancipation impacts Itazura. If it is paying life, Fiery Emancipation doesn't affect that, because it's not damage causes loss of life, but losing life because you have paid life is not damage. And I don't believe Fiery Emancipation. I don't believe Fiery Emancipation. Yeah, this talks specifically about dealing damage. Does Itazura? Oh, it does deal damage. Okay, so it's not paying life. It's damage. Then why did you say life? Then why did you say pay life? Then why'd you say pay life, bitch? Each opponent secretly chooses. So it's what number am I choosing? I'm picking 0. I am not getting shot for this. Bahax and Brett, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friends. Chubby, we're gonna call it a probably today, if something goes wrong. If something goes wrong, we won't. Any ideas on just the commander to make a $35 budget deck around going to a tournament in a month's time? So Knife Master, is this a budget tournament? If so, that's going to be a fucking disaster. If not, and you're trying to build a budget deck to go to a non-budget tournament, you are going to get shoved in a locker. It is. I think those kinds of tournaments fucking suck. And so I'm going to recuse myself from providing any advice. I have tried to host them myself. I think they are just a fucking mess. And you should not be doing them. Is the new roast on a second channel, or did I miss something? The new roast is on the main channel. I tried a different titling scheme. It's called Judging Your Commander, Thranduil. Budget tournaments are super cool. Wrong. But deck building is insanely hard. Wrong. Or at least agree to disagree. Hey Maul, will you be continuing the evil Mario Party game at some point? I'd have to talk to Danny about it, because it's really his thing. I think probably not, because I have been thinking more about how to make my variety content better, and I think I have to improve the packaging, not just in like slap a coat of paint on it, but I think in like, how do I set up the situation such that it will be more interesting? And I think what would make Dokapon Kingdom interesting, because it is meant to be a really long game, is to either rent like a sound stage or set up a bunch of cameras in somebody's house and then say like, hey, we locked ourselves in this room until we finished this game of Dokapon Kingdom, and then we did like a 5-day straight IRL stream and cut that into a video, almost like we wouldn't actually do it the way Mr. Beast does it, but frame it a little bit like a Mr. Beast challenge, where it's like they're locked in this room until they're done, because that would allow us to play up the like interpersonal friction way more. And we could have like, oh, if you sub, like if you do this many subs, you can do like a Hunger Games-esque thing where you can deliver benefits to certain players. Oh, as long as it's fake? No, it'd be real. It's just like, it's also playing a game with your friends. So it's like, it's real, but it's not the same stakes as Mr. Beast, where it's like, oh, you know, $10 million if you touch a refrigerator for like 3 years. I don't know. Well, now I'm going to buy deck reviews just so you have to suffer through my budget tournament decks. That will show me. You know what? If I could think of one way to really own this particular liberal, it would be that way. Other than Cryptcast and Rituals, how can I not use Soul Ring for mono black ramp? Unless if it's just use other mana rocks. It's mostly going to be use other mana rocks. Depending on your strategy, you could do an Aristocrats-esque strategy by using like Ashnod's Altar and sacrificing a bunch of tokens. But most of the tricks are doing like Extra Planar Lens, doing Throne of Eldraine, doing Thrawn Dynamo. I'm actually going to pitch that to Danny now, because I think that's a really good idea. I don't know, maybe my house is big enough. We would have to, or I don't know if we could, I don't know if Dokapon Kingdom has local crossplay. I think that would be the thing we have to check out. So Lamp Samo, we do $15 deck reviews. We also do $75 deck roast. We also do $100 on-demand deck reviews. Or you can do $500 to stop whatever I'm doing on stream and do an immediate roast. I have not done Swarmlord yet, Joe. Are you raiding into Decked Out today? Yes, Decked Out Subathon is going on. We will be supporting that. Can't believe Malltown has mansion money, whole ass soundstage. I have rent a 2-bedroom money. That's what I got. I know you said there was a chance you might set more deck reviews live today. Is that actually happening? No, not happening until next Sunday. Tomu, yes. Oh, Devin, I'm so sorry. Random smasher pass. Pass, dog. I am not adopting. I am not hitting. That is angry. That is angry. So, Maul, the slots for deck reviews go live on Sundays at noon PST. Yes, and not Twitter, not Twitter, Rowan. If you want to be extra careful, they normally go up a few minutes after I go live on stream. Because what happens is I go live on stream, then somebody reminds me, hey, dog, you haven't set the deck reviews live yet. Then I do it. We are also, I'm not 100% on this yet, but there's going to be like, I think there's going to be some appearance of members content on the deck review channel. I think at first, because we now have like, I made a poll about this a few days ago, but effectively what's happening on the deck review channel is if I post 1 time a day, does pretty well. If I post 2 times a day, all of my individual videos, I can't, like, it's happened 2 or 3 times now where, like clockwork, I begin posting twice a day and then individual viewership craters, and then I have to stop posting twice a day, and then it takes about like 3 weeks for individual video viewership to come back up. And so now I have, I think, 2 weeks of videos for the deck review channel that are like ready to go, but just haven't gone up because it would fuck up the views. And so what's going to happen for the time being is I'm going to title and thumbnail all those, and then I'm going to try doing members early access, so that if there's anybody who does just want to like binge all of them at once, you can if you pay $1. And then depending on the reception of that, 3 months from now, we're going to consider putting overflow for that channel, which would be things that are more than 1 video a day. So unpaid people would still always get 1 video per day. But paywalling like excess content, because whenever something's behind a paywall, the YouTube algorithm doesn't see it, which would prevent it from fucking up the views. Hey Mald, what do you think about the new rule breaker mechanic from Mystery Booster Commander? So I posted a short about this. It's fucking dope. I love it. I think it's pretty cool. Hey Maul, I know elves aren't cool, but hear me out. Thranduil Elven King with no elves, just Arcane Adaption and the Leyline of Transformation for Necrotic Ooze style combo. Thoughts? I actually don't like that. I think Thranduil with elves can be cool. I think what's not cool about Thranduil is Becky. Literally just posted a roast about this. I think the thing that sucks about Thranduil is being able to untap him. I think there are actually some very neat things you can do with Thranduil to like combine different activated abilities together, but a lot of the activated abilities are going to be bottlenecked by your ability to tap the commander. And so the moment you do Devoted Druid, you could do Intruder Alarm as well. There's a couple other like infinite untap loops, but anytime you do something where it's like, oh, I can untap Thranduil, you know, as many times as I want, then the deck is boring to me. Just to be sure, but you wouldn't something like rotation of what's currently on members or not, right? No, the way it would work, the The way it would work if we do members only content on the side channel, it would be whenever I'm publishing decks for like the week, I would go, what 7 do I think are going to be clicked on the most? Those are going to go public. What, however many, do I think are not going to be clicked on as much? Those are going to be members only, which is like kind of counterintuitive because like the best content is going to be free and the less, like, I'm not going to say less good, but like less clickable content is going to be members only. And so there's going to be no decrease in the amount of content that free people get. It's just a question of how do I manage the amount of content that I have? So basically anything involving custom cards plus custom art, you know, Deltarune and Slayers. No, those videos do good. I think there was one or two videos that were about custom commanders, custom decks, but I think one of Little Mixed Doom's decks is at like 8 or 9k views, which for that channel is really good. Only my first did well, the second sucked. I think you are a liar. I think comparison is being the thief of joy for you, but let us go look. Okay, so this is going to be a bit ago. Yeah, I think this was even before I started changing the titles around. Okay. Yeah, they did it again. I'm sending you to boot prison. You did 11,000. Getting above 10,000 is like, and it made $43. Like, this is great for this channel. Like, the goal, I think the goal for this channel is between the money I am paid directly from you and the YouTube AdSense. Like, right, my first one did like 30K. Yeah, but that doesn't mean your second one's bad. That just means your first one did incredible and your second one did good. The fuck? Like, you can't... We judge things by what is the standard to be worth doing, not what is the best we have ever done. Like, yeah, we want higher highs eventually. Like, I think the custom card one that did really, really bad was this one. Because I wanted to see, like, oh, how much does it matter? How much does it matter? Do I need to be putting in effort on thumbnails, or do the thumbnails not matter? Are people just going to click because they see, like, Magic the Gathering, and then the name Maldhound, and then click? And they do matter. So, like, for me, a bad video, like 3K is a bad video. Like, this is quite bad. Because this is, this is, I don't remember if this was on demand or not, but if this is not on demand, it means I got paid $30 for like 30 to 40 minutes of work. 30 to 40 minutes of work. And as a contractor, that's a really bad rate. I can't explain why, but I noticed I've been clicking your deck reviews a lot less since you switched to the 5-star thumbnails. I don't know if that's a helpful data point. I think it could be in aggregate. Is there anybody else in this stream right now who used to watch the deck reviews but no longer does once I started putting stars on the review thing? Oh yeah, me too, actually, huh? Speaking of which, why did you remove the star rating? I forgore. I forgore is why. I'm with Dragging Stars? I catch most live, so I don't rewatch them. Devin, I love you. I understand that many people are listening to me with only one of their listening ears attached right now. That is literally not possible. None of these happen live. You are a liar. You are being a liar to me in my face right now. It is not possible to catch these live. These are filmed off stream and then uploaded separately. Sorry, what was that? I only heard you in one ear. Devin just catches all of them live, so it doesn't matter that I thumbnail them. That makes sense, Alec, man. I do think there will be churn with that channel. I think I am making changes with the second channel to focus more on recommending weird shit, and so I think that will also cause interest to creep up over time. Like the last 3 to 4 reviews in particular, I've done a lot more of like, what is the normal stuff, give a sentence to the normal stuff, and then move on and focus my time on what is the weird stuff, or like not even weird stuff, what is the stuff this deck wants to play that nobody else wants to play. Because I do agree with the feedback I've heard that like you can only hear that 1-mana ramp is good so many times, and it'll just stop being interesting after a little bit. So I still tell people like, hey, 1-mana ramp, hey, 1-mana ramp is good. Anyway, after you play 1-mana ramp, play these specific cards. And so I'm hoping that over like the next like couple months, that will improve. Okay, personal question from Ya360. I think I flubbed another interview, boss. How do you stay motivated in the eye of the storm as you keep running into rejections and roadblocks every turn based on lower experience? White privilege. Sorry to say. I wish I had a better answer, but I think my perspective on this is clouded by having an incredibly blessed life in the context of where and to whom I was born, right? Like a lot of my life has been bereft of the challenges that other people face. And so I have been allowed, like I have been given the space to develop a mindset of like, I am only a couple hundred failures from being good at whatever thing I want to be good at. A lot of people cannot afford to fail a few hundred times. You have to figure out rent. You have to figure out bills. You have to figure out taking care of your children. I've been able to duck all that shit. So, when it came to content creation, when it came to rowing, when it came to all the things that I like really, really wanted to succeed at, I could always just go like, well, I'm just going to keep failing because failure is a necessary step to success. Jarther, thank you for redeeming 4 exclusive Discord roles. Big flex. Networking is a big helping factor. Networking is a huge specific factor for getting a job, yeah. I mean, it's literally, it's this stupid fucking meme. Or is it? Like, there's only so many times you can realistically fail at something if you are genuinely trying to get better and you have an open mind and you are looking for new information at how to get better at the skill. Like, you just can't fail that much. And that's, again, removed from all the when you're privileged, right? Like, the thing that gatekeeps a lot of people, and the reason that trust fund kids are able to succeed and then pretend that it's all hard work, is because the trust fund kids have the opportunity and the safety net to fail the like 100, 200, 300 times. And when you remove it from the gambling meme, like, the people who are quitters and are not working hard enough are just the people whose life circumstances did not enable them to gamble that many fucking times. I wish I could have networked more, but by the time I was a senior, COVID ended, so I had no time to find stuff, so I just feel stuck. Since it's been 3 years since I got my degree and a couple months after losing the first real job I got into, it just sucks since all the entry-level jobs have dried up in business or data analysis. Okay, so do you want to know the number one thing we had like a like graduate advisor job finder in the chemical engineering department. This is how all my friends got their jobs. It does work. It is brutally embarrassing and you will hate doing it. It is going on LinkedIn and cold DMing every fucking person who works in the role you want to work in and seeing if they will come talk to you over like a cup of coffee at the cheapest fucking coffee stand you can find. And you don't even ask them to get you an application. You just ask them about their role. You can make up like a standard list of questions. And that is how you network. It is a stupid and awkward dance, but everybody in most industries accepts the dance as like part of the shit you do. And it is, again, person who stopped gambling, first person who keeps on gambling. You can only do that so many times until you hit somebody who does have an opportunity you can follow up on. Cold DMing, I think I'd rather die, honestly. That is the choice for some people. That's so easy if you don't have anxiety. I like to think of it as it's not easy, but it's simple. It sucks and is bad, and it is a very simple and surefire way. Yo, boss, why does it say the personal question redeem is out of stock? Probably because I put some gates on it back when we were using it as a de facto custom card redeem. Okay, cooldowns and limits are off for that. Mauled, what are some underrated cards that people should play more? I'm making a list of cool niche cards like Delirium and Mordor on the March. I will always talk about Sphinx Ambassador. Another one that Veggie turned me on to that I've been recommending more recently is Surge to Victory. Just super fun. Super fun. What are other good ones I like? It's hard for me to think of like a card that is underplayed because I spend so much time thinking about cards. And so the idea of like underrated or overrated is just like so like in my head, Dance with Calamity is not underrated because I've talked so positively about it for so many years. In my head, it's like this card's overrated because I personally overrate it. I always love Drana. She's really bad. Anytime I can find a deck that can work with her, immediate slam. Hey boss, I just got called out for not listening by a streamer. Can you repeat the whole stream? Yeah, I got you, brother. Just give me a minute. Right, Spark Double can't be underrated. It's so good. And this is like another card that I think can't be it's impossible for it to be underrated, but I do think more people should play Rite of Replication. This shit's so hot. In my mind, it's played in every blue commander deck because it's so fucking hot. I think another card, another like, Tomu's gonna know this one. Another big like fair magic card I love recommending to people who can make a lot of mana quickly. It's just Elder Gargaroth. Shit is inevitable, bro. It's Thanos' first Sona. You just can't stop getting value. You just can't stop and it's like, not that good. It's not that good, but it's raw. All right, we got to hit the manual ad break. I'm going to use the bathroom. And then it will be time for Jordan's personal question and then Dragig. Okay. Peanamis is a reference to Professor Sendi Hexera. All right, random smasher pass from Malik Al-Nihari. Slick Imitator. He is currently child-sized. Hard pass. All right, personal question. Related to deck reviews that involve custom, since Architect doesn't show the card images, that is a setting I have to adjust. I will adjust it. Don't worry about it. Personal question from Jordan. I'm currently trying to get a job similar to the one you used to have to hold me over while I finish college. Without shilling, are there any companies or resources you might recommend? That would be pretty tough because as far as I know, my job, we were like the only company doing my job specifically. There were one or two other companies that were getting into it, but it was more a thing of like, we did services, we did like service A, service B, service C, service D, and we had like a whole package thing. And nobody else was really doing that. There were other companies that would do service A. There were other companies that would do service C. There were other companies that would do service D. I would recommend finding a trust fund and stealing that person's identity. Because yeah, I don't, there's not, yeah, that is not a readily available job that most people can get. Because my company was also quite small, and the other companies we were competing with were mostly using automated resources to do the job. So I would assume that many of my former coworkers have been replaced by AI. How much for random and targeted smasher passes? So Lulu, there is a random smasher pass thing on Twitch. For a targeted smasher pass, it is $5 on Ko-Fi. All right. I think we're good. Let's find Dragig's deck. Dragig has sent in a spooky, scary deck. Trelasara dances her way into Apotheosis. So we have a bracket 3 life gain deck. Fuck you, Miku. I did it first. We get 2 lands in Sol Ring. We have... And Craterhoof! Alright. Originality 0, wins 100. Let's see where this takes us. I Command Tower, I Sol Ring, I pass. I... Sithis? Apparently. I have 0 enchantments in my hand. But I Sithis. I don't even have, like, good life... I have 2 7-mana life linkers. What do you mean life gain deck? Okay, I play Trelasara. Can I... No, my pip situation, I can't... Okay, I can't play anything else. Okay. 4 turns into the playtest. Gifted with a Sol Ring opener. We are apparently balancing Enchantress, Big Angels, Go Wide Craterhoof Behemoth, and +1/+1 counter doubling. Lands are fake and not real. They cannot hurt you. Alright, I'm going to play Sarah Paragon to have a flying blocker. None of this triggers Sithis. What in the fuck, dog? I am being fucked with. Turn 5, I discard to hand size. I have 4 mana, by the way. Like, we missed our land drops, okay. We've been ahead of curve every turn until now. And we can't play anything. I play Ozolith. So, okay, I can play Ozolith. And using Sol Ring, I will at long fucking last put 2 counters on my commander. You go. You. Brother, what the fuck is occurring? You did it first. I think Miku might have done it better, dog. We warped this shit in. I warped this shit in. Guess what? Oh, holy shit, we finally trigger Sithis. Holy shit, we're gonna gain a life and draw a card. We're gonna get to scry 1. It's another fucking ridiculously expensive angel. But we finally found a land. So that's gonna go on top. Oh my god. Alright, we've warped this in. We're gonna put 2 more counters on Trelasara for Sithis' life gain. I want to put 2 more counters on Trelasara with Ozolith. Oh yeah, it's 4. So even more. We get to 12/12. It's happening. It just needs 6 turns of nobody being mean to us and nobody interrupting us. Okay, this goes to exile. We finally get a land. We don't have this anymore, so it's just 2 counters, but we get to scry 1. You are an idiot. You are dumb as beans, dude. What the fuck? You dried beans, by the way. You're not even wet. You don't have movement like that. You are rattling around in the bag, hollow. Okay. That'll stay on top because we need the fucking lands. Still don't get to play anything on our hand, by the way, because this is a tap land. I'll fucking replay loading zone. On cast, I will get to draw this. On cast, I will get to put 2 counters on, because this is still on the stack when I gain the life. So it won't go up to 4 yet. And then I will go up to a 20/20 commander. And we're just gonna be, by the way, we're just praying to God nobody has even looked askance at her yet. Because no protection. 0. No protection. We could replay her with ye old finality counter. Fuck yeah, Paradise Druid. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh my lord. Alright, so we have 6 mana now. Now we should have enough to get some business going. This is dog shit. We can't afford you yet. We can't afford you. We can't afford you. We can give some lifelink. We're gonna do that. This does not trigger Sithis! We are 8 turns in. We are 8 turns in. We have played 1 card that can trigger this fucking draw engine. Okay. We can't swing her, but we can swing her. We gain 3 life. That will put 4 counters on, right? Yeah, 4 counters on, because that many +1, that many doubled. We get to scry 1. Holy shit, a good card. Oh my god. I didn't believe it could happen. The pundits, the analysts, they said it wasn't possible. We still can't play Crater. Fuck me. Fuck me, dude. Wait, we're giving our we're not even protecting our commander with this. We're not even protecting our commander. We're protecting sub-theme 3F. All right, we're gonna develop a fucking board state here. Ocelot Pride, Paradise Druid. I think I can leave up a green to like use Soul Ring to, you know, maybe put some counters here. Now we get to gain 10 life. Lord knows that our life total is at like -90. But we gain life twice. So 32 commander, we get to scry twice. You fuck ass bitch. You fuck bitch. Really? You think you're in a position to hate? You, dog, you're outside the club. You are outside the district in which clubs are located. You are outside the city center that has neighborhoods that can build clubs. You are in a cornfield in Nebraska trying to hate right now. Rest in peace in this fucking nightmare. I won a game with -90 life once. I can go kick a child right now. My MMA record could go up to 1-0 right this moment. Are these the comparisons we want to make? Oh, I won once. He went down like a sack of bricks. Clean knockout. Clean knockout in under 20 seconds. Is this deck just EDH Rec slop? No, EDH Rec would be way better put together than this. You're going to the bottom. We're going to scry again. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked. We're not even proliferating. We're not even proliferating. Okay. This is like if somebody... This is you took the EDH Rec page for Trelisara and you did an Elden Ring randomizer on all the themes. Like, what are the... Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, the themes. Life gain, +1/+1 counters Voltron. Is Angel a theme? No. Holy shit, you made that one up yourself. Enchantress is a theme, though. Yeah, there's no angels. They made it up. Should this deck have their name as Death? Yeah, you know, I don't know why I expected so much from the person who recommended the off-color board wipe. Oh no, you need Rest in Peace for the Sithis trigger. We're not even trying! We're not even trying! We don't even gain life when creatures enter! We give angels lifelink! What the fuck? We give angels lifelink and we don't make pips! You stupid motherfucker! Okay, so I know what I said about 90% of gamblers quit before they win big. You should quit. You should quit. This, like, I've known a lot of red players who thought they had the gambling deck. This is the gambling deck. We are going on, like, now the fourth different, totally disparate and disconnected theme from the rest of the deck. So you lost this game. Let's just be clear. Actually, here, let's learn something about Dragig's pot. Dragig, this is turn 10. This is what's happened. You've had no responses to a board wipe. You've had no interaction. I need a moment of truth from you, 1 through 10. How likely is it that you are alive and will go on to win this game? Probably a solid 7. All right, you're getting banished to the kindergarten play palace. Unacceptable. Get the fuck out of here. No. Dude, some people just get to live blessed life. Like, this is the commander equivalent of white privilege. Being able to walk into a bracket 3 pod and just fucking chill with a deck this disoriented. Fuck you, Mirko. Okay, let me look at this. Visual grid. Angel baddies. Not true. Great. I mean, like, this part, kind of, right? A lot of angels either have lifelink or benefit from having lifelink, and I could see you going like, oh, I definitely want Avacyn to make my commander indestructible. So this one I can kind of follow you on. Kit Kat, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Welcome back to the dog pile. It's good to see you, my friend. I hope you're having a great day. Sure. Okay. I understand the thematic line here. Divine intervention. This is like, oh, this is interaction. Okay, so we have 1, 2, we have 2 protection spells. 3 maybe? Is this? Yeah, indestructible. Okay. 3 protection spells have hit the deck list. We have okay. So, no, let's just talk real quick. You have a Selesnya life gain deck with a token doubler, and you're showing me Winds of Wrath. Obviously, the board wipe people that are not enchanted, because obviously, we are an Auras deck, right? Can I get a quick? Because we're enchanting everything, right? We got mad Auras, right? You fucking idiot. You fucking... What the fuck do you mean? Any other board wipe? Anything else? Anything else? We could do... You know your commander puts counters on, right? You could do... There's one for that. There's one for... They have one. Same cost. Same colors. What do you mean? Yeah, but I don't own that card. You are not gonna own a butthole when I'm done with you, sir. I am sewing your shit up. You cannot be allowed to express any more garbage into the world. Holy shit. Ramp I couldn't tag elsewhere. This is like, and it's the worst ramp I've ever seen in my life. It's the worst and most unnecessary ramp I've ever seen. I'm gonna be real, I don't know why she's here, but she's cute. So this tag should have about 60 cards in it. I agree with this tag. I respect people putting a tag like this in their deck. It's important to know when you put a card in there for no fucking reason other than you had it and you thought she was cute, every fucking non-land in your deck should be under this tag. Oh my word. Reach heaven through weightlifting. This puts 1+1/+1 counter on your commander. I'm gonna shake you. I'm gonna shake you. This is 6 mana +2/+2, you dumb motherfucker. But draws cards, bro. We make tokens. You tagged it weightlifting! Do you? By the no, Mango, pull up the playtest in grayscale. Pull up the 10 turns of the playtest we did. Show me these motherfucking tokens we made. We got Ocelot Pride. We didn't even get a chance to play him. Show me these motherfucking tokens we made. We a go wide or a go tall deck. We are not even a go deck. We are a stand deck. We might be one of those Walmart scooters decks. This shit is crazy. This is a limbo deck. Sure. Hey, you're getting a basic land. Hey, sure. I respect you. Sanctified kisses to boost life. Holy shit. Okay, we do possess a way to gain life. Brother. Do we have any? No, that's the only way. That's our only way to gain life off of creatures entering. And then we also did a token deck. You're giving me rabies. You are giving me rabies. The serpent that tempted Adam and the serpent that tempted Richard Garfield, that's good. That's a good joke. We love enchantments. You are an idiot. You love stupid things. 31 lands, by the way. What's the curve? See, here, okay, before we look at the curve, understand, 31 lands, totally reasonable. Your commander's 2 mana. Your commander's 2 mana, you're in green, you can have other mana sources that aren't lands. This is actually totally fine. Everyone's saying that's insane. You're wrong. You can do 31 lands if your curve is responsible. Let's look at the curve. You are a fucking fool. You are a clown. You are the jester. You are an entire goddamn circus of people who cannot count or play commander. Holy God. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna have a headache. I'm gonna have a headache. I'm gonna leave you here. This shit is disgusting, brother. This shit is disgusting. I can see my way. I can see my way to all of your individual synergies. You want to do a Trelisara Enchantress deck? Hell yeah, that will work. You want to do a Trelisara Tokens deck? Hell yeah, that will work. You want to do a Trelisara Voltron deck? Hell yeah, that will work. You want to do a Trelisara Angels deck? Hell yeah, that will work a little bit badly. You want to do all 4 of those decks at once? Man, no wonder your ass loses to Mill. Would you believe me that this is one of my favorite decks to play? I would actually. You want to know why? Because this, to me, does not imply a particularly cutthroat game group. And if your pod gives you the time to develop, this deck looks incredibly fun to play. Because this deck is what every casual deck builder wants to do, which is they want to play a million super expensive synergy pieces and not know what their deck is going to end up doing. Now, the reason you can't do that in Bracket 3 is because at most Bracket 3 tables, if you need to make it to turn 10 before anything comes online, you're just dead. You're just dead. They made a bracket for if you want to make a deck where you have no idea what's going to happen. It's called Bracket 1. So I actually do think it's super fun. And I think this is a perfect example of how microbiomes can develop in commander play groups. Because if your whole group is doing this, this is dope. You have like 4 different big and exciting things that could all happen. And the only thing in between you and all of them is your playgroup not playing any good cards. And so if you're just like, if you have a playgroup where they're just in a coma for the first 6 turns, yeah, this deck is sick. This deck is so sick. If you have to play against any of the demons I have to play against, you are dead. All right, so you're going to Weenie Hut Jr. Thank you so much for submitting this wonderful PowerPoint. We're gonna go to the manual ad break and then move on. Is Warren Gideon here? I need some water. Abominable. Persons, Jabal, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Best Raka NA, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Yeah, we should do more vocal exercises. But yeah, this just seems like type of deck that gets developed in a pod that does not take each other out early or does not have concise win cons. Because if we just draw all the Angels cards, this looks like a really good Angels deck. If we just draw the tokens cards, it looks like a really good tokens deck. If we draw all the like ETB life gain cards and then draw anything, it could look like a good go wide or a good go tall deck. It's just so all over the place that it's probably going to spend like 6 turns tripping over itself. But if you have time to trip over your own dick, doesn't matter. Whoa, thank you for the Twitch follow. And Datnade, thank you for the Twitch follow as well. Welcome to the doghouse. Okay, we are manual ad break. I'm getting water, and I'm gonna eat some melon. I'll be right back. Good Lord. Lulu, thank you for the 5 Real super chat. I couldn't find the Smash Pass redeem on Ko-Fi, so here's me asking for Isareth, the Awakener. Oh, she is awakening something in me. Oh my word. Yeah, I'd be very woke. I would be very woke. Mauled, I had an idea for an interesting commander, but I'm not the best at power scaling. If I typed out the text box, would you be able to tell me if it'd be too broken to try to rule 0 at the LGS bracket 4 to 5? Sure, I'd give it a shot. Understand, I'm probably not going to be 100% accurate. Not Twitter Row and Mauled, what's the song you use for stream backgrounds and roast videos? It's great, and I kind of want to just listen to it on my own when I'm working. It is custom music that I paid a lot of money to have made custom to infect your brain and make you want to listen to it in the background all the time, such that you would be tricked into listening to my Twitch VODs all the time. Dragig, I'm very glad to hear that. I'm gonna have more melon. What an adventure that was. Okay, next. Dragon, give it CEDH. I think it would probably be a little bit boring just because there's not going to be a lot of your own individual personality in it. Okay. Next up, we have Warren Gideon, a spooky, scary deck. Jace battles to ignite his spark and enters the infinite in order to wield its mysteries to victory. Jace says I did not, but I will check on it right now. Hold on. You know what I just realized? You need to have a channel that makes mentality compilation shorts of you. I bet you can cut like 3 from every stream. You can even make them yourself because I think the editing doesn't need to be stellar. That is another, like, I just pay somebody $500 to do it. Okay. He is just a little guy, bracket 4 mono blue combo. Deck I've been playing since 2011. Changed commander more than once. I took time off from the game and suddenly it is bracket something. Commander is just so much more. Commander just ain't what it used to be, says local man jamming Psych, Rift, and Omniscience. Alright, let's see where we go from here. Okay, you've got Turnabout. Cool. Cool. We're going to Reliquary Tower. Shout out Twinks. We have High Tide. Reasonable. I don't know what the fuck I would be looking for other than Psych Rift, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to draw a card. And I'm going to discard this Turnabout, because fuck you. Next turn. I don't know why the fuck we're memory lapsing, but okay. I'm gonna hit my land drop. I'm gonna draw a card. Fuck me, dude. I'm gonna discard this memory lapse. Next turn. Shit, yeah. I'm gonna play this island. I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna discard this island. Can I do the thing yet? This would make me 6. I would have 7. I would not get to 10 blue mana. Hot diggity fuck. Okay, so we're just hanging out. Just hanging out. Boop, boop, boop. Nothing happening over here. I was gonna... Hold on. Just real quick. I was gonna see if... Okay. No pact negation. Ah, there it is. Good man. Let's just get here for no reason. Let's just get this in here. Store Bless, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the Doghouse. And Wozel, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate those Bezos bucks. Turn 6. There it is. There it is. The propaganda that was promised. Propaganda. We draw a card. We discard the Flooded Strand. I think that flips Jace. I don't think we care about flipping Jace even. Brainstorm on someone else's turn? Fuck these cards, man. Where'd my land go? I put a land in the graveyard for no reason. Alright, turn 7. Well, after this long and riveting commander game, I will cast High Tide. At which point I will float 10 mana. I will hard cast Omniscience. I will cast Merchant Scroll. Oh, wait. Okay, so we couldn't have gone for the Force of Will because we need Merchant Scroll to find... Oh, I guess we have Gifts Ungiven. So Gifts Ungiven would have found it. We tutor for Enter the Infinite. We pick up our whole deck, and are you a rat bitch? Yeah, you are. And somehow, I do believe this would lose to Dragig's deck. Some way, somehow. We would still find a way to get beaten by the life gain deck. So what the fuck is happening here? No, it wouldn't. Well, maybe. Consider Dragig could have beaten them to death. The whole time. Buying time. Okay. This is the 2011 gamer in you. I kind of believe in propaganda. This buys you no time. This buys you negative time. This buys 6 cards for people who hate you. You can't pay for this. Aether Spouts, I think, buys you a fair amount of time. I do think generally big board bounce like this has gotten worse and worse and worse as creatures in Commander have gotten more and more efficient and more betterer. So unless you have just like shitloads of mana, aetherizing somebody is not even that compelling unless you are about to win. And you were not about to win at any point. I love bribery. I love being able to reuse my shit. Digging for the win. Sure. These are technically good cards. Blue ramp ? I think you should maybe ? more of these tags. But yeah, okay. That's not true. That's not. No. Do we think Glamdring is anything here, boss? I think most of what's anything is like, if we want to be winning, it's the whole reason we have this deck is I want to play Enter the Infinite and then cast Oracle. Turnabout is mana positive with 5+ lands. I am going to slap you until you nap. If the whole shit we want to do is cast Enter the Infinite, Omniscience. Does High Tide Turnabout not work? It works. I'm going to give you an enlightening example. High Tide Turnabout does work. I saw somebody on Reddit ask, does this combo work the way I think it does? if I spend 4 turns putting counters on Kate, and then I begin doubling her counters with Aetheric Amplifier, and then I'm able to give her Trample, does that combo win me the game? Yes, it very technically works. It's just, I doubt it will be enough in many of the situations where you need it to be enough, and I think most of your situation would be helped by having the mana to pay for your big haymakers much earlier. If you really want it to be about Jace, that is fine. This deck to me looks almost like it wants to be an Illuge deck. Or maybe not an Illuge deck, but you look like a deck that wants to be big mana. Most of your ability to interact, you have to hold up 4 or 5 mana to do, which you can't do if you want to do anything proactive. Like, you do not have the financial situation to go, I'm going to tutor and then I'm going to hold up interaction. You can dig for cards, like you can dig 1 with your commander, but you can cast a card draw spell, or you can interact with somebody, and you can't even interact that aggressively. And so if you want to be doing all that, I would number 1 be doing the like, show me Snowlands, show me Extraplanar Lens type trick. Show me like Throne of Eldraine even. Show me like Warren. You're playing the Claire's Diamond, brother. Show me Warren Power Stone. Show me Thrawn Dynamo. Like, everything you want to cast just has all of your fun stuff, and all of your interaction is just like a ton of colorless mana you need to provide. And High Tide will give you will have some burst, but I don't think it's enough burst to overcome how generally slow your overall plan is. And I think I think what would assist you a lot is we don't just try to do bounce. I would be doing bigger mana rocks to ramp more faster. I would probably be doing more hard removal that will scale with my commander. Oh yeah, shit. Thunder's right. UA is just a stone cold way better commander for this, because then if you get the Omniscience in your hand, you can play it at instant speed, and then everything else is free. UA just fucking rips Jace's shit here. So if you're not committed to Jace, consider this, and then I think the ramp that you already have gets so much better, because the ramp that you have right now gets you to about 3 to 6 mana really quickly. It doesn't get you to like 6, 8, some random number in between 6 and 8 that I'm not going to say live. It doesn't get you to that amount of mana really quickly. How do you avoid UA getting killed on sight? You are a blue deck, and you do all of the blue deck things that they are doing. You are a blue deck with 5 million counterspells, and you leverage those counterspells. Never works for my go-go deck. Has your go-go deck ever done the thing? Because if it has, congratulations, take it apart. UA is not a wizard. She is a spirit ally. We could play long-term plans to find our combo pieces, and then this is the perfect deck for my favorite combo piece, Paradigm Shift. What? Oh, to like draw. So you're saying like draw and you go lay down right now. You go lay down right now. Best Raka, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the dog home. And Nightsy, Thank you for the 34 months in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. There's a rule for this many months you might be familiar with. Yeah, the rule where you get banned after subscribing for your 34th month. Thank you very kindly. Hold on, where are you at? Dumbass. Thanks for the money. So yeah, I think if you want to stay on Jace, most of what you should do is upgrade your ramp situation and then use better and more expensive interaction spells, because right now I think we spend a really long time pillow forting and we don't even pillow fort that well. But like once we get to enough mana, hell yeah, we win. And if you're open to other commanders, if you want to be casting a ton of spells, do a luge. If you don't want to be doing a ton of spells and you just want to do the one big combo, I would swap to UA, and then you'll be rocking with something. It is crazy to me that we walked up in here like, man, commanders change, you know? I just want to play a little fair magic. I'm just trying to enter the infinite, you know? And all these damn liberals want me to register my guns, want me to register my Psych Rift, my Rhystic Study, my Chrome Mox, my Narset, my Thoracle, my Gifts on Gift. It doesn't make any damn sense to me. It doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Just let me play my magic cards. And we're still getting mogged by, like, Voja. Ahoy, Cassette Dog. What's happening? I feel like Thoracle is part of the updates. I think Enter the Infinite is probably the win con they wanted to be playing around, which we can still play around. But I think we'll mandate either changes to the ramp section or we'll mandate swapping to UA. And then either of those two changes, you get where you want to be. So in the buying time section, I think with ramp, Aetherize could be good enough. I don't think Displacement Wave is good enough. I don't think Fate Spinner is good enough. I don't think Ghostly Flicker is good enough. Ghostly Flicker is a good card, so if you're doing it for like combo purposes, sure. But I don't think it's good enough to like stall people. Relic of Progenitus probably necessary. Standstill definitely not good enough. Temporal Mastery, sure, but we need to have more, probably need more ramp in case we ever have it not off of Miracle. Let's Do It Again is perfect. Anything you can do, I can do better. These are all bad cards, but I love them very much. Cut none of them. Change the ramp like we talked about. And then Digging for the Win. I think all of these are acceptable. Same goes for your tutor section. Your counter spells are all bad. You can keep an Offer You Can't Refuse, Fierce Guardianship, Flusterstorm, this Game Changer that I can't read, Mana Drain, and that's probably it. Oh no, we could control a wizard. Second Mana Drain. And then I think the rest should probably become other stuff. What side of the pyramid does this go on? You had a vision. You're just so old that your eyes are going bad. And now that vision has been corrupted by Game Changers. I want to put you on the left side of the pyramid because I think we've been corrupted by too many generic good stuff. And I think you could really get away with doing some like turbo fuck shit with expensive blue spells and big blue ramp. And then you can Mystic Confluence a bitch. Does this deck survive Bracket 4? I believe it is technically possible because Bracket 4 you can survive by just like politicking around one counterspell. Like, as embarrassing as it is, even if you're the blue player, you don't have to be the only guy standing between the table and a win attempt. Or if you are, maybe if you stop that one win attempt, people will be like, okay, let's get the guy. But you can Little Bean pretty hard. especially if you have a table of bracket 4 players that are not doing combat damage bracket 4. I think it's pretty easy to survive for a number of turns with a deck like this. So Warren, thank you so much for bringing out the jalopy. We're going to go to the manual ad break, and then we're going to talk about cleansing soaps if you are here. Present. Perfect. I'm going to eat melon outside of view. Best Raka. Thank you for the drink water redeem. And Best Raka, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Thank you. I loved your content for the last year. Could you please check out my personal baby? So number one, I love you. I appreciate that so much. Number two, fuck no. And fuck you for even... I'm kidding. But it is, unfortunately, much, much more expensive than 100 bits to have me check out your deck on demand. We will be doing a raffle on maybe today, probably not today, probably Sunday, but every deck roast stream, we have a free deck roast happen. But if you want to buy one, it is at minimum $75, at maximum $500. Quick question, snake tokens from Xyrus. When they die, they technically get put into the graveyard? So, they go to the graveyard, but if the card you're asking about, the interaction says creature card goes to graveyard, no creature cards go to the graveyard, but creatures go to the graveyard. How does the raffle work? At the end of all the paid roasts, if we have time to do a raffle, I will pull up a marble raffle game. It is basically a random number generator that just looks nicer, and then we run it, and then if you win. Tarian Soul Cleaver. Yes, that works how you want it to. Oh, thank you, Mason. I appreciate that very, very much. Even if my last short is doing dog shit. I've tried for so long to make my Twitch clips do as well as my Commander Roast shorts, and now my Twitch clips outperform all my Commander Roast shorts. I monkey's pawed myself. Alright. Soaps is here. Hi Maul, they got Spitties played via Satoru Umezawa Ninjutsu against me last week. It was so much hype when I correctly guessed to summon Bahamut. That's why I love this card. Because whether you are wrong or you are right, it is always fucking fun. I need a reprint. I need a reprint. I really like, if you can proxy, yes, go ahead and just scribble it on a basic island. But if you're in a situation where you can't proxy, we need more copies of Sphinx Ambassadors. Metal, thank you so much. Yeah, it's $16 now. I think it's like I think it was like $7 or $8 when I started talking about it, and it's only gone up since then. What's the... Okay, so Wes's card idea. Your life total is 5, and it cannot be more than 5. When you would gain or lose more than 1 life, you gain or lose 1 life instead. Costs X more to cast, where X is your life total. At the beginning of your end step, target player gains 5 life, and target player loses 5 life. Base CMC 1 white, 1 black. You way too weak. You would lose every game instantly. Deepon, thank you for the $5 super chat. Could you help clear up some confusion I have with Instill Energy? The errata is about as clear as mud on when it comes to haste or not. Yeah, let me look. Enchanted creature can attack as though it had haste. 0 mana, untap enchanted creature. Yeah, what is the confusion? Yeah, it looks like not real haste. It can attack, but it can't use tap abilities as though it had haste. The card says it has haste. So let's talk about what an errata is, which is when the card says something and then Wizards goes, oh no, oh fuck, we didn't mean it. The errata is unclear. I think the errata is very clear. Can attack as though it had haste is a very, very specific line of text, right? Because we have things like 1,000-year elixir. We are planning on not doing a marble today, Peach, because the previous marble winner got deferred to today. Right? This is the line of text for if you can use abilities. And then this is the line of text for if you can attack. The original card just says has haste, and then they probably realized, oh hey, that's fucked up. We don't want to ban this card. We will errata it to do what we want it to do. So this is this is International Collector. Okay, limited edition alpha. It says target creature may attack the turn it comes into play. So actually, the base printing is clear that it doesn't give haste. The base printing just says you can swing the turn you play it. And so then it was... what printing did they fuck it on? So somewhere down the line, they changed it to haste, and then they errated it back to match the alpha printing. Patches, have you ever reviewed a Lantern control build in EDH? I have reviewed many, none of them work. Everybody promises up and down and says swearsies realsies, this totally works. I think the only time Lantern control ever works is if you see it in a content game and they have faked it. Dragon, thank you for the Twitch follow, welcome to the doghouse. Have you reviewed a Kefka Lantern control? That is not Lantern control, that is a Kefka deck where you can sometimes see the top card of their library. Alright, Cleansing Soaps has sent in a silly comma spooky deck. I wish to make enough garbage to stuff my hungry babies, and then send them at my enemies. Okay. Micah struggles to feed his children as a sexy single father. His children only eat garbage. $130. This is going to be heat. So what does Micah do? He has Ward pay 3 life. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, copy that spell and you may choose new targets for the copy. I don't know how that feeds babies. Hungry babies. Sack an artifact, get bigger. Sack an artifact, get bigger. When you sack a permanent, get bigger. When you sack a treasure, get bigger for the turn. When you sack an artifact, get bigger. Sack an artifact to get bigger. When you discard a card, get bigger. Sack an artifact. So it seems like we're trying to do mono red treasures. And I can't help but notice the complaint we listed was, I cannot reliably do the thing. And you have submitted to me, I want Micah to feed these hungry babies. Micah appears to also be a hungry baby. Like, oh, you want to do this with treasures? You need to sacrifice them to Micah to make anything to feed to the hungry baby. So like things like Crime Novelist, great. Things like Arcbound Ravager, we have too many babies. You are a 10th century peasant. Some of the babies are gonna die. We cannot be doing this. You are like feeding your sexy single father is eating lottery tickets to buy more lottery tickets to feed to the babies. That's gonna be rough. So like there are treasure cards. There are for sure treasure cards we can play. I don't think, like sight unseen, I would guess you do not have anywhere near the treasure cards in the deck to reliably make enough treasures to both feed Micah and feed these babies, all while trying to find the babies, raise the babies, protect the babies. I'm worried. I'd smash Micah. I don't know if that was in question, but Oberon, thank you so much for contributing. What the fuck are we doing? Why did you play this card? It is bad. It doesn't make a treasure. Cantrips. Die. It says draw a card. Die. Not. We have to feed babies. This is not a cantrip deck. All right, we play a land, we pass. We play a land. Okay, brother, you got one thing right. You are desperate. You are desperate. Holy shit, a good card. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. We play Micah. We get 1 treasure. This guy's the actual baby that's gonna carry us. Alright, so Stormkiln. We hope to God that Facebreaker can get through on somebody. If they can, on turn 5. A little bit of Christmas Land. We go tap, on cast, make a treasure to Stormkiln, sack 1 to Micah, to copy Desperate Ritual, copying a treasure. We add 6 red mana to our pool. And that doesn't do anything, so I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm just gonna hang out. That wouldn't achieve a single thing. My fault. Okay, we have Evora, the first of the hungry babies. We play her. We do nothing. Man, oh man. We wild magic surge somebody. This could be good. It could be bad. We don't really know. So we cast something. We get a treasure. I'll copy it. Get a new treasure. Do we get to do this twice? And you know what? I'll even say we did this after swinging because people put up blockers. And then because they put up blockers, we got rid of 2 blockers and we doubled Crash Through. to give both of these trample to make sure they connect. That lets us draw 2. Wallahi, we are saved. We make 2 treasures for hitting 2 people. We have a blood token. That's relevant. Frustratingly. We will get rid of this mountain and the blood to draw a card. That'll put a counter on Evora. We have a 2/2 now. Hell yeah. Return the favor. Hell yeah. We impulse draw with Facebreaker. So cleansing soaps, I see why you think that, except the only reasonable out we have is to Depth Shaker Titan. So I do not wish to do anything with the babies. I wish to hoard all of my treasures like a demon and then Depth Shaker Titan. Oh, does this make us infinite treasures? If we go... So somebody else casts anything. We go 3 treasures, put this on the stack. I make 1, and I sack it to copy this. I target this one. And then I'm copying a million times and make a million treasures. And then if I do this in main phase 1, so on turn 7, none of our deck matters. We have an infinite! Yay! I fucking hate it here, man. I fucking hate it here. Fuck the babies! I have unlimited money! Okay, so a problem with this deck, which may not, like the core problem with Feed the Babies Trash strategy, is that your input and your output are the same, which sound like they should work better. Like it sounds like it should create this like Ouroboros thing, but it's like you have to put in the same resource at every stage of the operation, and we don't have enough of that resource going around. Like we can't make enough fodder artifacts to both feed the commander and to feed the babies. We do have other outs. We have this pseudo accidental infinite, but like making 2 treasures to flick a coin to then sacrifice to Arcbound Ravager is just never ever going to be enough. Like the deck may be able to win some games, but I think the things that you want to have happen are never going to happen. I swear that was an unusually bad playtest. Let's go back in. Okay, we get Blood Aspirant, who, so like what I was going to recommend, the things that don't require you to sacrifice the artifact to feed them, like the things that just benefit when you're already doing the thing, those will work. Prime Novelist will work great. Blood Aspirant will work great. Even Evora, if you have a lot of the discard to draw, those will work great. What won't work is like Arcbound Ravager, I have to sack an artifact to my commander to make an artifact to sack to the other guy, and then try to hold everything together. We're fine. That first playtest, though, that one was unlucky, but this one we're coming for it all. We, okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We got it. Okay. No problem. No problem. We flicking coins. We flicking coins, baby. Holy shit. Holy shit. Turn 6, 4 mana. Who can stop me? 5 mana. Who can stop me? Here's the lands. Okay. Okay. Actual probably best possible playtest we could get, right? We have a way to get a lot of cards. We have early interaction. We have Academy Manufactor. And if Academy Manufactor cannot save your token deck, nothing can. You are a fool, a bitch, and a liar. Academy Manufactor. Oh, we're so set. We're so set. We don't have a clue yet, and we can't, or we don't have a treasure, and we can't make a treasure, actually. So this is going to have to start the chain. But 3 foods, 3 treasures, 3 clues. Here we go. This is where we cook. We're gonna exile 3. Oh, and we get the greatest baby of them all. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Get this guy. 1, 2. Probably 3. Get Lannery Storm as well. And then we go Lannery Storm, go combat, make treasure, food, clue. In combat, spend 2. A braid, stack a food, copy a braid. So I get to double a braid, and I'm back up to as many treasures as I had before. Great. Signet. Oh yeah, and I'm up food and clues. So now I have like unlimited artifacts, unlimited bacon. I'd probably go 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 mana here. I probably pay all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Zenith Festival, X equals 10. On cast, I make a treasure, a new food, a new clue. I sack one of the foods to make a treasure, a food, and a new clue by copying Zenith Festival. So now I get the top 16 cards in my library, and now I find something, and I win the game. So this playtest of the deck has worked, but it has been predicated upon resolving Academy Manufacturer and Stormkiln Artist and having nobody do anything to it. And we spent about 5 turns not really playing anything at all. And so I do think the deck can work, but I think the existence of the deck is predicated on singularly broken cards, and it is not a deck about your hungry babies. This is a deck that is about Stormkiln Artist and Academy Manufacturer, and it is sometimes about Depth Shaker Titan, which, like, sure, that's fine. But that is a wholly different deck than the one you have presented. And if you want the hungry babies to matter, you have to change. Right, Manufacturer and Stormkiln Artist, 2 cards that no one has ever thought about ever. We're gonna have to take this shit straight to Prof. We've finally found a way to break Stormkiln Artist. And so what I think would work for your hungry babies section is the stuff that's like Blood Aspirant, Crime Novelist, maybe Lannery Storm if you want to do the double flank thing. But the stuff that is going to, and like even Stormkiln Artist works because he is one of those hungry babies. Like he doesn't actually need you to, he doesn't want you to sacrifice the artifacts to him. He just cares that you have them. And so if you do more things like that, if we even have more things like that will function better. Oh, you should definitely be on the Titanic, brother. Kalan, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub. Welcome back to Dog Heaven. But this shit is tough, brother. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. This shit is tough as hell. So we can do things. Atog and Arcane Bombardment are my chief pet cards. So there is a version of this deck that will function, and you can play Atog in it. What you gotta understand is Atog is always gonna suck doo-doo ass. We've seen it in back-to-back playtests now. I think we even did like 3, right? We had 1 playtest in the middle that was just super rough, but we've seen it in every playtest. This deck can function. It does not function around Atog. It does not give a singular fuck about Atog, but he can be there. He can have the Letterman jacket. He can be in the picture. And we can make it a little bit better for him if we pull out every way of making burst treasures. Like, what do we have? Hit the Motherlode. That's great. We have Hell to Pay. That's really fun. We have Brass's Bounty. That's what I'm talking about. What you may want, cards like Flashback. Because again, if your deck is predicated upon a few cards that are supremely good at what you want to do, sometimes the best thing you can do is play them again. Right? Like Inspired Tinkering, super fucking good for this deck. You don't want to play Mana Geyser. You want to play Inspired Tinkering again. You don't want to, maybe you want to play Radiant Lotus. You don't have an X spell that will win the game. You need, like, these are the artifacts you need for the hungry baby. You can't be feeding them to your fucking crypto scam. And, like, you don't want to be playing Tablet of Discovery. You want to be casting Inspired Tinkering again. We're getting there, Mojo. So you could play more Mono Red Recursion. That would definitely help you. I don't think you have the mana to do Past in Flames. Maybe you could do Will of the Jeskai. You could do Invoke Calamity. Radiant Lotus pays for Hit the Motherlode, though. Have you heard of Ramp? It's 7 mana. Have you heard of Artifact? You are a treasure. Why do we need? Wait, Radiant Lotus pays for Hit the Motherlode. How did you pay for Radiant Lotus if you can't pay for Hit the Motherlode? It is 6 and 7. They are this far apart on the being able to pay for things. What do you mean? So what will make your shit way better is if you give yourself the ability to recur the best instants and sorceries from your graveyard. The best instants and sorceries are things like maybe Hell to Pay. The ones that give Flashback will work for Hell to Pay, but you have to be able to pay into X. Like, Hit the Motherlode is great. Brass's Bounty is unfortunately great for you. Improvisation Capstone is great for you because you are broke as shit. You are broke as shit. And so being able to get a free spell every turn, this is something you could Mana Geyser for. If you go like turn 5, I Mana Geyser for Improvisation Capstone, fine. This card will save you single-handedly. What about... Surge to Victory would be super fun. I am not totally sure about good, but it would be a really, really, really fun time. Really, really fun time. Some crazy shit would happen. That's all I can say about that. So the things that I think that are actively bad and holding you back. Arcbound Ravager. I'm not going to say it because you said you loved them. Extruder. Ravenous Intruder. Planetary Annihilation. Probably. You don't ramp enough. You need your fucking land drops. And none of your creatures will survive this. I think Commune with Lava is fine. I think you are better off with things like Cathartic Reunion because those you can pay for and you can actually like get a big benefit for copying with Micah. Because if you copy this with Micah, when you don't have 1,000,000 mana, it's discard 2, draw 6. That's dope as hell. Sure, Dance with Calamity, ton of fun. Yeah, Demand Answers is the right energy. Flick a Coin is dog shit for you. I think Magus of the Wheel is fine, but I doubt you actually need it if you just would play the card draw that was somewhat good. Stop. No, you're cutting that. Great card, acceptable card, acceptable card, acceptable card, acceptable card. Same thing, where I'm sure you have fun with it. It may not seem like it, but swearsies, realsies, this deck usually reaches a storm turn in my bracket 2 games, and if I find my draw and Micah doesn't get shot in the street. So, like, I believe you, because we reached it both times we playtested. I just don't think it reaches it around the things you think it does. I think you have rose-colored glasses about how the deck succeeds, but both times we playtested it, you were able to succeed around turn 7 or 8. That is realistic for, you know, bracket 2, I'm not being interacted with, period. I just think the way the deck succeeds in your head is not how the deck actually succeeds. I mean, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, actively ridiculous. Okay. A little bit ridiculous, but not totally. Very fun. Ha 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 ha. And then, yeah, these things are neat. These things are neat, inexpensive, and fun. I just think we have a ton of, like... We have a lot of very expensive cards that do very little, and most of our success is like, did I find Stormkiln Artist or Academy Manufacturer? And if I find either of those two, I am literally God, bow down before me. And if I do not find those two, I am Reba during one of the sad episodes. I'm gonna have to move me over for this designation. You're gonna go down there. You're gonna go down there, and you're gonna get your own little YouTube short corner. I think you're doing a great job trying to raise your little ATOG family. And them shits suck at this game. Them shits straight suck at this game. Is there anything else that would be like... What's the good one? Blood Aspirant. Hey, you could snuffle. What have you snuffled on them, bro? They're up for adoption right now. They're very friendly. They're very friendly. They're lovable. They only poop a lot. They cuddle a ton. It could be... You could snuffle all over. 5 CMC? Okay, but consider it's 5 CMC for a card that works, or 2 CMC for a card that does nothing. Those are our choices. We can pay 5 mana for some dog shit, or we can pay 2 mana for a hallucination. Wicked Good FM, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home for the 9th month in a row. It comes down the turn after Micah, so true. I do also think you would benefit from a little bit more ramp to more reliably play Micah sooner. 6 in the deck means you are probably not mulliganing to any unless you have free mulligans. And if you are free mulliganing until you find ramp, I find that morally spurious. So you would probably go up to like 9 or 10, and then you would be a little bit safer there. And I think that would also go a long way to be able to start building up the army 1 turn sooner. But Zobes, thank you so much for submitting. We're going to go to the manual ad break. And then there is somebody who did not fill out the Google form. Running not enough lands is a moral problem now? No, they have enough lands. Using free mulligans to find one specific piece of your deck is the morally questionable thing. Oh, probably me? I would believe that, Oberon. Let me check my orders. It was you. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I found your thing on Ko-Fi. Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great. I don't need more water. Oh, my voice is really going, man. Wow, you running out of space? Yeah, and you running out of being unbanned in my channel. Fuck you. Meanie? Don't make fun of my storage needs. Running out of hair more like? Fuck you. Fuck you. You're running out of getting not... Fuck you. Shut up. Dale Paul Midier, thank you for the $5 super chat. These streams remind me that I suck at deck building a little less than I think. Thanks for the humor, boss. Also, Black Waltz 3 or Kuja for a budget deck. Ooh. I think Kuja will be much better if people haven't played against Kuja before. If they have played against Kuja before and they know how out of control he gets, Kuja's going to get targeted way more. Black Waltz, people are going to do a little bit more like, okay, it's going to be 2 damage this turn, maybe it'll be 8 damage next turn, but Kuja, you super have to small beam. Ryan, I'm very glad that I've caught you in the vertical stream. Welcome to the stream now. If you would like, navigate to the horizontal stream for a better experience, I think. Mojo Muffin, thank you for the 6 months at tier 1. Welcome to the dog home. Man, I've had it with Twitch ads. Take my $8. It's $8 to sub now? That's fucking insane. They have Season of the Bold. The problem with Reckless Endeavor is we might explode our family. How much do you get paid for each sub? Allegedly, I get 70%. I think because I'm on like during the subathon last year, we qualified for the highest tier of Twitch partnership, which I believe puts me at a 70-30 split, and so I should get 70% of every sub. Also, did you see all streams are by default used to train AI on Twitch now and you have to opt out? I did see that, and I opted out before we went live today. Bunch of bullshit. Okay. Let me get a sip of water. Do you think Magar is a competitive commander? Competitive, no. Very fun, depends. You have to be in a playgroup that's okay with doing mean things to each other. But if you like doing bad things to your friends, Magar's great. He's just not super strong. Oh, and I fucking forgot to do it. I will count how many subs I've gotten today, and I will apply it in post to the goal. But we are going to bring back our first sub goal in a very long time. and it is going to be for a cooking stream with Z and I. And I am thinking about a number of different ways to make that a deranged and not normal stream. I think the leading idea in my head right now is it's going to be like a recipe we have not made before, and one of us has to be blindfolded and the other one has to have their ears plugged. No knives allowed. That's a decent one. If we do that one, it has to be like baking, or it has to be a thing where one person can avoid like cutting stuff. Metal Opera Guy, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome back to the dog home for the 4th month in a row. Thank you for taking the hint. I'm guessing with TMJ, we're likely going to be skipping the subathon. It's going to be delayed. I'm going to hope that we can... do one in a few months. Any idea when next custom card stream is? I got inspired. Tomorrow. Not Pal World? Sag. Good luck with the sub goal, though. So we're probably doing Pal World independent of a sub goal. The sub goals are going to be for things where I'm like, I do not have enough confidence in this for it to be worth doing unless it is prepaid. Because to do the cooking stream, we're going to make it like, it's going to be edited down into a video, which means I'm paying for an editor. We're going to have to buy all the ingredients for whatever thing we do. We're going to have to take the time to do this stream instead of like a roast stream. And you're paying for my labor of cleaning up my whole fucking kitchen because I'm not going to do this cleanly. I'm going to try to do this in an entertaining and wacky way, which means I'm going to be spending all fucking day cleaning like dough off my walls. Mauled, how did the toupee appointment go? Good. I'm going up in 2 weeks to try my first toupee. Mauled, people at my LGS say Winota cannot be built for bracket 4 and always becomes oppressive at 2 and 3. Thoughts? I mean, they're right about becoming oppressive at 2 and 3, but not be built for 4 is crazy. Like, 4 is exactly where Winota goes. She is no longer quite good enough for CEDH, but she's like crazy fucking combo potential. Super good at getting control pieces out. Like, yeah, fucking bracket 4 jail. That's the only place she goes. Roysterer, thank you for the random smasher pass. Pass. I hate artists. Jomi, it's cute enough. I also just realized how late it was the last hour. I promise I was on top of it for a while. The last hour has disappeared. We were going to do Oberon and then our free deck roasty for the day. I'm very sorry. We're probably going to have to reschedule you to Friday if that will work for you. And we will do your deck before the Nuzlocke stream. All right, let me find Oberon. Where you at? Okay, I've never played Magic the Gathering, but your content and my pet card, the World Tree, got me into this game. Okay. Let's do our best. I don't know what fucking deck you could have built around this dog, but if it's the Prismatic Bridge, I'm throwing you out a window. I'm gonna need a new link. Yeah, Red Velvet. If they were the main character to you, you would know their fucking pronouns. Die. It was. Hit me with a fresh one. Hit me with a fresh link, either here or in Dear Maldhound. Sparkle, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Jolly Balloon Man, good or just memes? Very good. Okay, they, same thing. Extremely literally not. Get fucking banned again. Now for 10 seconds for going same thing. It is one, okay that you got it wrong, because we make space for you to correct yourself, but it's like, the whole point is that it's not the same thing. The entire point. Alright, here we go. World Tree. You are going to prison! You are going to prison! Anthem. So, not an anthem, not an anthem, anthem. 1 for 3, that's pretty good for a new player. Burn, sure. Counters, hey. Now I see why we got Arcane Adaption in here. Discard, is this a fucking Shrines deck, dog? Your commander doesn't even hit Shrines good. These are non-creature Shrines. 28 lands? Wallahi, you are finished. Life gain! Did you just look at every like section of card that was on every EDH rec page and go, I need me some of those? This is why we can't use deck building templates, because everyone's like, pump, I need a little bit of pump. Draw, I need a little bit of draw. Counters, I need a little bit of counters. You gotta have a little bit of burn. What are you gonna do without an anthem? Like, you look like a inland seafood buffet, brother. Okay, but I saw 20 in ramp. Wrong. Wrong. No. The amount of ramp, good. The amount of ramp, very good. The type of ramp, huh? Huh? It auto-tags Mauled. Another reason to never use fucking Architect. Okay, Timeless Lotus, Recursion. Yeah. 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 Oh man, Token. Yeah, fuck yeah. Dude, fuck yeah. So here's my number one beef. We wanted to make a deck around the World Tree. We are not playing a deck that can tutor lands. We are playing a deck that can tutor shrines, the least fucking interesting under the branches of the World Tree, and those shrines don't even find the World Tree. Even if you wanted to do a bit where you were like, I'm gonna get me the World Tree, I'm gonna make everything in my deck, every creature type, and I'm gonna tutor out all the gods, but haha, gotcha dumbass, pocket shrines. We could do that. But we gotta have something that helps us. Tempt with Discovery tutors World Tree. I'm going to strike you. I'm going to strike you. This is insane. What's this curve? All at 4 mana. Do we have more than 28 lands? Is that the auto tagger, or is that the honest to God amount of lands we have? I don't see any more. What's in this playtest? What do I got? Why did I get rid of all my cards? Okay, land that does not tap for colors. Pre-game action, we'll keep it. Pre-game action, everything's all colors. Holy shit, we get banned Panorama. Fertile, I hate the dog. No, we getting the fuck up out of here. I will not do this. I will not do this. This is garbage. This is hateful garbage. Why we got 111 in the main deck? Is this happening? No, deck size 100. I hate you, Architect. I hate you, Architect. You won't even let me copy you to Moxfield. I hate you, Architect. All right, we're going back to the shithead playtester. 2 lands, pregame action. No, fuck, I mulliganed. Fuck me. Still got a pregame action, though. We can't make any colors. Okay, 2 lands. Sure. Sure. We play a tapped land. We play a land. We nature's lore. Where's a 4? I don't give a fuck. Find me this card. I find this card. Next turn. We double everybody's mana. We double everybody's mana. Can I even... This doesn't even let me play my commander sooner because it doesn't fix my pips. Holy shit, fuck. Shrines, go. You're making me sick. On my upkeep, I will draw a card for my 1 shrine. Crack Smoker. I will, red another shrine. Tree of Redemption. Tree of Redemption. Upkeep, draw 2. Okay, tempt with discovery. It's gonna happen. We get the World Tree. We get the fucking World Tree. It doesn't matter if they take the deal. We get 1 no matter what happens. Alright, now we just need Wooburg. White. Fucking storage counters. This doesn't even tap to add the colored mana, so it doesn't even work with Heartbeat of Spring. Oh. You've been poisoned, brother. Oberon, this is why we always tell people not to build their first deck on their own. This is like you trying to invent a car by yourself. You look like the Wright brothers if they were high on methamphetamine the entire time. Oh yeah, World Tree fixes us. Okay. So we have it, right? We need 5 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, we have to take 1 more turn. We need 1 more turn because we have to turn these into black mana to get Conspiracy. And now, everything is every creature type. And now, this enters tapped, who cares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get every creature in my deck out. There are no words to express how much I hate this. There are no words for it. For the simple reason that it is so... One, you have managed to pick the most annoying card type in all of Magic, which is Shrine. And second is that as a new player, a lot of the newer players I have met have the least fun when their deck is completely all or nothing. And your deck is completely all or nothing. Like, if you get to do this, I'm so with you. If you get to World Tree and change all the creature types, and then everything in your deck becomes the right type, and then you just get to put every creature in your deck on the field, that is a very fun YouTube video moment. You spend the entire game getting your shit pushed in, and it feels like if anybody interacts with you, it becomes the why won't people... I'm not saying you do this, but it puts you in the position to be like, why won't people let me do my thing? Guys, I just like the World Tree. Come on, man. I just want to play my favorite card, the World Tree. And the whole time it's fucking Discord metal pipe noises. I only like the art. Defend yourself! You came here for a roast! You cannot back away from the things you like and be like, I only like part of it. You love this card! This card is the most important thing in your whole fucking life! And we are taking you to task for it, motherfucker! So if you really like the World Tree, I think a thing that would help measurably is probably not being on shrines. Or it depends on how much heat. How much heat. So is this a new player thinking Maskwood works with shrines and getting upset when someone tells him it doesn't? Is it? Well, Maskwood might not, but like Conspiracy does. Because all of our shrine creature cards will be like, we'll name God. Conspiracy does not. But it doesn't matter if shrine's a creature type. Creature cards you own that are not on the battlefield become that creature type. So if the shrine is a creature card with shrine on it, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you guys don't know how this card works. You name God. You don't choose shrine, you name God! You're all banned. Never mind. Oberon, this deck is perfect. I'm banning all fucking 50 of you after stream. Like, the deck already struggles enough. We don't have to misinterpret how this shit works. So there are probably parts of it that doesn't work. So Leyline of Transformation works. Conspiracy works. The one that doesn't do it is Maskwood Nexus, which I do believe is also in the deck. Yeah, how many creature shrines do we have? That's probably the interesting part. 1, 2, 3. Four. Four. 5. There's a black one next to the red one. Hold on. 6. That's a big. That's a big 6. So. Oh no. Oberon, I defended your combo. Hell yeah. Oh, Maskwood does work. So yeah, every version of creature type changing we have done here does work because we are changing them to God. So I think a World Tree deck is very cute. This is a real fucking cognito hazard of a deck because we get every creature type out. How many creatures do we have total? 22 creatures. Okay, so if we have played few enough creatures, what you have built is instant win Perforos combo. That's not nothing. That is more functional than many early deck builds we have seen. We don't like always deal 40, but we deal some amount. I think if you want this deck to live, it's rough. I'll be honest with you. It's very, very rough. I think Prismatic Bridge is an actively bad commander to do it. I'm not sure. Mojo Muffin has the good point that if you do want this to be a deck that is all about the World Tree, it should be this a Weatherlight Captain, and then you can tutor out all the stuff that is going to get you the land to then tutor out the rest of your deck after you do stuff. Yeah, like he'll find it. It was hard finding a Wooburg card. Yeah, I feel that pain. And then there are a lot of things that will go like OTAG, tutor land, and you can just start playing a ton of these. It is going to be a high bracket deck. Like, the thing to understand is you have built a fragile, like the idea behind your deck is a fragile-ish combo deck. And so it's going to be very good and very bad at the same time. It's going to be very, very good when you get to do it, and people will accuse you of playing a broken deck. This would be like bracket 3 or bracket 4. It would just be very fragile. Because your thing, like the end point of your deck is, I play every creature in my deck and I win the game on the spot. So it's like cute as you try to do it, but a thing to understand is nobody can ever let this deck do the thing. Like, you can't play this deck at a table where you're like, oh, we're all gonna let each other do the thing and then see who wins, right? Because the moment your deck does the thing, you have won the game. But it is very easy, or it is very possible to interact with you and stop you from doing the thing. So you are very much, as Shane has said, the archetypal glass cannon type of build. How can I convince my playgroup that Myojin of Infinite Rage is bracket 2? They refuse to play with me because it's technically mass land destruction. Well, it doesn't sound like you have to convince them that it's bracket 2. It sounds like you have to convince them to play with you. And if they don't want to play with mass land destruction, then proving to them that it's technically bracket 2 never matters. So, promise you will never destroy all lands? That's it? It's just jank. Okay, is it jank that destroys all lands? It's turn 10, maybe destroy all lands. The idea is that we play with what we have. So again, your problem is not, I have to convince them it's in the bracket, or I have to convince them it's slow. It's, I have to convince them this is a thing worth playing with. Like, I would say no every time. Not even on the like, oh, MLD's bracket 4. It's like, do I want to play against a deck whose goal is, you're probably going to board wipe me to try to survive until turn 10, to then blow up all my lands, and then kill me with a 7-4. No. The bracket is not the important part of this convincing. It's like, if you tell them what the deck does, do they want to play against it? Fuck no. Like, God forbid the commander game makes it to turn 10 anyways. If we make it to turn 10 and then your bit is we are hard resetting the entire game, I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm going into space. Okay, so Oberon, a lot of stuff wrong with the deck. I love the vision. It should be classed way lower, but unfortunately, all of Twitch chat got the main interaction about your deck wrong, which means you are getting a spite peak grading. Thank you very much for sending it in. Please, please, please change to Sisay and understand you are playing a potentially very powerful combo, and just be ready for the heat that comes to that. That is going to have to be it for the day. I have to run very quickly. So we're going to pull up the Bald Kai, Chubby Pencil. We're going to try to get you in on Friday. Let's see which of our friends are live. Oh, thank you, baby. Decked Out Subathon is live. Go support them. I will see you all tomorrow for the custom card stream. Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Remember to stay kind, never rewind any videotapes you possess, and stay toxic. YouTube, that's just it for us, but I will see you